Emmersion's mission is to close the global communication gap for the nearly 2 billion English language learners and speakers in the world right now. We believe that English is the primary way for people to improve their education and employment opportunities. When we started Emmersion, we were focused on the many billions of people worldwide who are learning English but couldn't speak very well. And our name, Emmersion, stands for electronic immersion. The idea was that with all these people learning English worldwide, we could build technology leveraging AI and other tools that allowed people to have an immersive experience as they learn their languages. The first way we tried to do this was through language tutoring and providing content that was very specific to helping people improve their speaking ability. Very quickly, we got requests from companies, educational institutions, and learners themselves to help them better assess where they were at in their speaking abilities so they knew where to start on their learning journey. This problem of inaccurate language testing is massive. For the corporate market, we see it as nearly $50 billion is spent each year in assessing language ability of applicants. And in education, nearly $40 to $50 billion as well. The interesting thing is that only about $10 billion a year is spent on software and technology for language assessment. The other $90 billion is humans doing one-on-one ratings and screenings of employees and students throughout the process. Our goal at Emmersion is to leverage AI and other technologies to help make that other $90 billion spent more effectively to accurately place both employees and students.
The problem with the existing solutions for language testing is that they're time intensive, they're costly, and it's very difficult to scale. Placement is extremely important for universities because you want to make sure you're getting the students in the right classes so that they can best perform with students who are at a similar level, so that you're not having to focus on students that are way behind or way ahead of the rest of the class. Imagine you have a large class of incoming freshmen with 200 students that you have to assess. With human-rated interviews, you would have to schedule each one of those. And so you not only have the time of scheduling the interviews, but then you have to hold 200 individual face-to-face interviews with each student, working around their schedules and your schedule. And then you have to, once you're done, you have to rate all of those tests. You have to score every one of those and figure out how you're going to do it consistently. Often what happens is you end up having TAs doing it, right? And so not only do you have the human element, but you also have the inconsistency of, say, 10 or 20 different TAs, or whether it's a recruiter having to review all of these results. With a human-rated interview, it's hard to get consistency, and the accuracy is in the eye of the beholder. There's a lot of flexibility, and one rater may rate someone a 7 out of 10, while another may rate them 5 out of 10. Another problem we see with human raters is that they either have to meet face-to-face or they have to set up a phone call, which has its own issues with time zones and scheduling. One of the benefits of artificial intelligence is it never takes a day off. You always get high quality, and you can take the test anytime you want and get those immediate results.
Our goal was to find a solution that could predict language ability specifically for speaking. And that's where we started. We provide an assessment system that's backed by artificial intelligence that fully utilizes adaptivity. And the purpose is to provide scoring data as immediately, as accurately, as targeted as possible in a price range that can be afforded. Having a 15-minute automated, you get your scores back immediate language assessment was a game changer for most of our customers in the market. It's very exciting because instead of having a fixed form part one of the assessment and then moving to an adaptive second part, which is an open response, now we can have a fully responsive item by item. It goes up, it changes, it adjusts to the learner's level as you go. We know that providing the adaptive assessment is going to be a game changer in so many ways. One of the ways is the test administration, which is already short, will be cut at least by a third, if not by half, saving organizations precious time, being able to get their scores back even faster. And with adaptivity, every single item is specifically designed to gain as much information about the learner as possible. Where before in a fixed form test, some of the items are too easy, some of the items are too hard, they don't provide as much information. With adaptive, every single item provides this information. This is a methodology that's been around for multiple choice, reading and grammar, other types of assessments for a long time. However, for speaking, it hasn't been possible until we've had an automated way to get immediate scores. And so combining these two together is going to provide a much more seamless experience for our clients. They'll have someone come in. They will use our administrative suite to very simply and easily assign that person an assessment. That person takes the assessment within 10-15 minutes, and then they have the scores right back and they're moving on in the rest of the screening process. And so we're talking minutes. We want to make it so they don't have to think, they don't have to worry, they don't have to stress. They can use our administrative suite to easily assign the assessments, have someone take the assessment, and then easily find the results and use those results to make the decisions that they need.
We believe at Emmersion that in order to close the communication gap, we need to begin with proper assessment. To learn more about Emmersion, you can visit our website at www.emmersion.ai.